Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Always, and welcome back to Forever Stranded Lost Souls. In the last episode, we made some new weaponry, including our shuriken and our manual and rapier, and we went mob hunting a little bit, and we were trying to get access to easy obsidian, which proved to be pretty difficult. We're actually going to move this back up because, alright, we got to make the obsidian. We need to move this back up because I went ahead and made some more water. So that should be, you know, taken care of. Anyways, so that's going to get a bunch of water because those were probably all full. Actually, they weren't, but I did a harvest of our cactus farm, and we got a bunch of water from it. We got some water from it, so that's nice. But yeah, so we were working towards trying to upgrade our igneous extruder so that we can automatically extract from these drums into this guy, and it's proving to be a little bit more difficult than we imagined, because reinforced is not good enough. We need to go up to Signalum. And Signalum requires Cryotheum Dust, which requires Blizz Powder, which requires Snowballs, and Experience. Now, as you see from my inventory, I went and I did a little bit of hunting on the Nether Fortress, and I was able to find a Wither Skeleton, and I killed it, and I got some good drops. Also killed a Blaze and a couple other things. We have a heart container and some armor that we got from, so there's the enemies that have the particles, and then I haven't seen too many of them around. Let's head up top and see if we can find any. But there is a worse enemy than the particle one. So the particle ones we've seen a couple of times. We actually found a skeleton last time that had the particles, and I avoided them like the plague, because usually particles give them like different abilities, and I actually fought a magma slime, which is what gave me a bunch of things, and that was not recommended. Probably shouldn't fight magma slimes because when they spawn the 4 like little slimes, there is a fairly large chance that they'll be special, and there's 2 types of special. The other type of special has purple flames, right there, that guy right there. Those guys are extra strong, so you don't typically want to mess with them. And yeah, that purple flame actually had a magma cube like that, and it dropped the heart container. The armor we got was chain, helmet, and boots, and then an iron chest plate. Not bad, but not great. But yeah, so for the fun of it, let's do a really quick look down here. I don't see anything. There is a lot of things decently far away, but I don't see any wither skeletons. There's another magma slime. But yeah, so we're not getting too many skulls this way, and then we're gonna have to fight a wither. That is not gonna be fun. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna handle that yet. I'm still kind of debating on that. But the thing is, we did complete a quest from me killing a wither skeleton, and we're going to take a look at that today. We're also going to start looking towards a couple of different things. One, we're going to try to get the Signalum upgrade, and something to go with that. I actually had, from all of the mobs I fought, 16 levels. Then I used one of these experience pylons, and I tried to use one, and it just took my experience. It took like 10 levels, and I have no idea how they work, how they're supposed to work, or anything like that. And so I'm not entirely sure how we're supposed to get experience, but something I think we're going to try to do is we're going to make a little bit of a mob farm. So we'll get into that, at least starting on it today. So wither skeleton, wither bone, drop of evil. That was the thing we need. We need more magic for that. Okay. We got some other stuff, and even got some Infernium. Heart container, they do stack, that is nice. We still do have 6 levels, so is that enough for magic? No. Oh, we only need 1 more magic, so that's nice. And armor. Kind of wish we had, you know, let's take the satchels out and we'll put the armor in there. Are the satchels all empty? Now you might also notice I have a bunch of factory blocks in my inventory. I'll get to that here in a moment. Let's put the satchels in there. So yeah, let's organize our inventory just a little bit. So yeah, I had a whole bunch of factory blocks, and they came from a single source. And that source is actually right out here. In here. I was looking for secrets. So there is actually a secret, and I have a test world. This one was already hollow, by the way. So we do have more room if we want to use it. Not much, but there's a little bit more. So yeah, I have a test world where I go and experiment with things and just kind of look around and look for secrets. There is a secret I haven't found, and said secret is right up in this area. I'm not entirely sure where, but it's right up in here. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it whatsoever. It's not worth it. I'm not going to do it. Because it is awful. I could go to the payout because what it is a treasure hunt. And I'm not going to spoil it too much for you guys. But I'll kind of give the reason why I'm not going to do it. One, it requires you to go very far in all directions. And it's kind of like a go here, next clue is here, go here, this tells you where to go next, and then to where to go next. I know roughly where the payout is, and it's not worth it. Because at the first one, there's a spawner. It's a Blazing Juggernaut spawner. At the second one, there's 2 spawners, a Blazing Juggernaut and a Blaze spawner. At the third one, there's like 5 spawners. And then at the payout where you get the stuff, and you do get a reward, including a book that gives you some coordinates for the first Forever Stranded. And I believe what's in there is like creative items. There are some creative items there. Most of them are not worth the hassle of doing it. Because you end up on top of the ceiling, and in this mod pack, being on the top of the ceiling, you only have a limited amount of time. I don't know if that counts with that area. To be fair, I was going around in creative and spectator mode. But you have to go through a maze, and it's awful. There's spawners everywhere. And yeah, like I said, the payout is not really worth it. Now, if I end up finding the chest that's up here, there is some food in there, which is kind of nice, but we have plenty of food as well. So I just kind of wanted to mention that. Like I said, if you want to find, there is a ton of secrets and hidden things. I'm not going to go into depth on everything with it, but I kind of did. It's a maze. It's full of spawners. It's awful. Don't do it. It's not worth it. The reward is good. You get some interesting items, including some creative items. But all in all, it's just, I don't think it's worth it. So, that being said, today, what we're going to work on, first thing is, we're going to make a couple of machines. So I had talked about wanting to get a mob spawner. And since we killed a wither skeleton, whoops, yay, get those back. Since we killed a wither skeleton, I managed to get the Drop of Evil, and a wither skeleton skull. So that was really nice. Drop of Evil can be found on wither skeletons. We're going to get some stuff. I'm going to take the loot crate, loot chest, whatever. That's always the best thing to take. That storage upgrade is kind of nice, but I don't need it. So the Drop of Evil is actually really, really powerful. What we can do is we can turn dirt into cursed earth. It does not consume the Drop of Evil. And actually, if we look up Drop of Evil, does it actually talk about this? Yeah. So rare drop from skeletons. Yeah, skeletons drop a lot. And wow, I got lucky. So if we look at cursed earth, aggressively spawns mobs when in darkness. Only fire can stop its spread. Right-click soil with a drop of evil. It does not consume the drop of evil. But yeah, it spawns monsters pretty rapidly. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to clear out an area on the fortress, probably down lower. And we're going to set up a little bit of a mob farm. Primarily for wither skeletons, but whatever spawns is what spawns. We're going to use cursed earth, and we're going to need something to kill everything. And that's also going to help with getting the signalum, the Cryotheum Dust, because that is a way that I know for a fact we can get, I guess it's called essence, and we can get buckets of essence from that. So if we look at Mob Crusher, it gives us essence buckets. That is the output of it. Now, it does require power, for one, and for two, it does, it will give us our items as well. So we could potentially, and I don't know if this is upgradable, collect items and it will transform the experience orbs into essence. It's not that expensive to make. And I don't know if there's any upgrades to it or not. We'll kind of see once we make it. So the plan is today we're going to try to make the Mob Crusher and the Glacial Precipitator. And then from there we'll kind of wait. There's a couple other things I want to make. I want to potentially make a Ring of Strength and a Ring of... we'll see. We'll make some rings. But these things are also really, really good. But we are going to need nether wart and aqua potions. We might make like 3 of them. Oh, right, they require blaze. So these are potion rings. And I meant to talk about that last episode, but I kind of forgot. These things are really good. There's 2 levels. And tier 1 needs to be held in any hand to give the effect. Oh. Okay, never mind. It's not going to be as useful. Tier 2 can just be in your inventory and grants the effect of level 2. But there is a bunch of different ones. Ring of Haste, Ring of Speed, Ring of Strength, Jump Boost, Regen, Resistance would be nice, and Fire Resist, which we already have, Water Breathing, Visibility, Night Vision. Yeah, so we might not actually do that, just because I kind of forgot we'd have to hold it in our hand. Anyways, the Drop of Evil unlocked other quests, I do believe. And I believe one of them we've already done. We do need to get some stuff. We're going to be doing some quests in the Industrial. Magical Crops. There we go. 16 Infernium and 4 Prosperity. Well, I have that. Cool. So, doesn't talk about that too much, but we can go ahead and claim that reward. What did we get? A loot chest. Awesome. And then we can start looking at a bunch of things. Seeds, cruxes, tinkering table, Solminium, dagger. That's something I think we could do. I don't know that we need to today, but infusion crystal, prudentium, and seeds and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so that just unlocks all that. We'll worry about that stuff later. I still would love to make experience things, but it's going to be a while before we can get that. Anyways, let's go back to... we had to make 2 hardened upgrade kits. I'll make those later. We'll get those later. Anyways, we need latex. And we're going to need latex. And the way we get latex is from the tree fluid extractor. So we just... Oh, man, we need levels. 13 farming, 16 gathering. Gathering is close. Oh, boy. I wasn't expecting that. So let's open some loot chests. Double compressed cobblestone. Nice. And display stands. Also nice. We'll just put those in there. And these... I guess we'll put in there for right now. Alright, so we need levels. Nothing in there. I guess, you know what, let's ignore that for right now. We can't make the mob crusher until a little bit later. So let's make the glacial precipitator. We're going to need a machine frame, redstone reception, copper gears. Okay, kind of the same standard things. So we'll get 2 copper gears. We're going to need a machine frame, which is a block of iron. 2 Invar, redstone reception coil. Do we have the Invar? Yes. And then we're going to need a piston. That's something I think we might have one. Nope, I was wrong. 1, 2, 3. I have the stone on me. 1 and 1. And then what else? That's it. Okay. So we should be able to do this. Most of the stuff is downstairs, so let's go downstairs. And there's the machine frame. We need to make a piston. The redstone reception coil. And then the 2 copper gears. And FYI, we'll probably use something like the furnace generator, or we'll use some sort of generator to make the mob crusher to give it power. So there we go. There's the glacial precipitator, and we can go ahead and place this down. It does require power. Just put it right there. Configure it off. So snowballs require what? If we use this, we can make 4 snowballs for half a bucket of water. So we can get a lot of snow from this pretty easily, which is nice. Now, is that a quest out of curiosity? No, of course not. Though we do need to get Cryotheum Dust from that. But I'm not going to worry about getting the full thing. It will be easier later when we can get Blizz Powder a little bit simpler. So we need levels. What did we need for this? We need 13 farming, 16 gathering. So farming is definitely lacking. We need to go kill things, or mine, or both. So let's go do that. Let's head over. Let's head up, I guess. And if we see things, we'll deal with them. So, actually, you know what? I'm not going to have you guys sit through this. I am going to go get levels. I'm going to get the farming and all that stuff built up so that we can get all this stuff. And, compressed blazes are not something I want to deal with. That is a lot of experience, but that's also 9 enemy spawns that I have no control over. No thank you. So, there's a blazing juggernaut. Let's kill him. These things are pretty easy. Especially if you crouch, because they don't like it when you crouch. And I spam click with the rapier because it works. We actually get a lot of damage done. By the way, that... Oh, there's another one. Okay, whatever. It is starting to get more difficult, which is not good. Let's go this way. And, yeah, I'm just gonna mine whatever I can find. There's a lot of things this direction, and then I will come back once I have all those skills leveled up. So it will probably be a little bit, but I'll get there. So I'll see you guys once that's done. Alrighty then, that did not take too long. As you can see, our skills are a little bit higher, and we should be able to. We can use the mob crusher, so presumably we can use the tree fluid extractor. I believe all the Industrial Foregoing machines are all the same. Got a bunch of stuff though, so let's go put that away. Something I've learned And probably pretty obvious if you already knew it, of course, but and if you kind of think about it for half a second, which I did not do, the spam clicking the sword, while it is nice because it's a really quick reset, is awful for its durability. Our rapier is about to break, in fact. So good and bad, but it's fine. I will fix it later, between episodes probably, and we'll go from there. I'll just fix it and all that kind of fun stuff. So we don't quite have enough gathering yet to pick up things like cobalt and ardite. So I still have to sift for those. That's not that big of a deal. We did get a lot of things. A lot of random junk, to be honest. Let's put this stuff away. And in the plants, we get mushrooms and that. Alright, cool. But the important thing is we now have the capability of setting these machines down. And the tree fluid extractor is actually a really nice machine. We're just going to put it down right like so. And this thing doesn't require power at all. All we have to do is grab a single piece of wood and put it right in front of it. And it will slowly, over time, break it. But it's gathering latex. And you can automate this, there are ways, but we're going to need latex for a couple of different things. And the next thing we're going to actually need it for it is latex processing unit. This, I believe, does require power, which is a shame, but we'll get it set up. And I will have to kind of consider what we're going to use for power. What is up here? Uh-oh. Bad thing. Ow. Bad thing. It's dead now. Yeah, those are the swirly bits. The sparkly ones. Those are awful. We have poison for another 30 seconds. Ugh. We did get a glass shard. That is from the fact that it threw a potion at us. That's just one of the effects, abilities, whatever. But yeah, so eventually we will get a full bucket's worth of latex there, and that'll be great. So, do we have anything here, by the way? I have crafting, mining, stone cutting, prospecting, double ore chances, crafting, cook speed, smelting efficiency. I don't care about a lot of those. Gain experience while mining ores. I probably could do that and get more, but oh well. Anyways. So, this guy, we're going to need some iron, bunch of iron really, and some stone furnaces. Nothing too difficult. We have 48 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 of these will be turned into a gear, which we'll do down below. And then we'll need some furnaces, which I could be wrong on this, but they should be the standard recipe. But we'll do that. We'll get the iron gear. We could also use the machine case from this, but that's a little bit more expensive than just taking a block of iron and putting it in here. Okay, so all we need now is 2 furnaces, which is that the standard? No, it's not. I don't remember how to make furnaces in this one. It's nether brick around a nether furnace. Ugh. Okay. That is annoying. No doubt about that. But we can handle it. How are you doing? Almost there. I don't know how much latex you actually get per log. I think it's more than the standard. I think it's more than just 1 per log, but I could be wrong. And I'm having a little bit of lag issues. Something I realized last time, what's causing that is I'm kind of running out of storage space on my hard drive, but that'll be fixed very soon. I will delete things and move things around. Okay, we don't have to go do anything with the nether bricks. So we can make the furnaces, and theoretically, we can go ahead and make the latex processing unit. We need a piece of redstone. That's it. And we might as well do this while we're kind of waiting for the latex. I think we're also going to need water for this. I don't remember. We'll see here in a second. So, yeah, power, water, and latex will produce tiny dry rubber. And it's quite a bit of water, actually. So we are going to want to be sure we have plenty of that. And there is our latex bucket. So that will complete a quest. So we have latex. We're going to go ahead and get a loot chest. The next thing is plastic. So it's going to want us to make the latex processing unit. And then we need to make plastic. So to get plastic, which we're going to need, it's dry rubber. Tiny dry rubber. And the dry rubber is just cooked up. The tiny dry rubber comes from the latex processing unit. So this is going to be kind of a pain. But what we can do is just go ahead and grab our drum and come down here. We're going to place this, I guess, right here. And we can put the latex in. So it has a bucket's worth of latex. And then we just take 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That is a lot. So there is the first piece of plastic. We're going to need more. We have 35, granted, we have 35 buckets worth of water. And we're always getting more from our farm. What is over here? Uh-oh. Should probably kill that thing. Fiery exhaust alchemist. Yeah. These things are bad when they are special. And we got a Soulbound 2 shovel. Cool. I didn't realize there was a Soulbound 2. Okay. So, this chest is just full. We're going to start putting things in there. Okay. So now that we have the 9 tiny dry rubber, we can make them into 1 dry rubber, and then we just cook this. Do we have furnaces down below that are powered? Because if we do, we might want to use that. I think pulverizer, crusher, no. Never made a normal furnace. A redstone furnace, because there's not much need to right now. So let's go ahead and just overutilize this, and that will give us the stuff we need. It'll give us our first piece of plastic, and we're going to need a second piece for the mob crusher. So I want to make this today. I'm going to set up the area for... we don't have quite enough? Okay. I'm going to set up the area for the mob farm between episodes. Kind of decide where it's going to be and all that kind of fun stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's not enough latex to do all that, so we'll just keep this down here for right now. But yeah, so once we get another bucket of latex, we can do that, and eventually it will break the log. Not a big deal. We just come over here and place another one. And that might be a graphical glitch, I hope. Anyways, while we're waiting, let's go ahead and open this loot chest. 12 diamonds. Cool. Not particularly useful. We have 302, so Cool. Not that big of a deal. Do we happen to have any plastic or anything? No. Okay. Worth a look. So with that, we get another loot chest, and it kind of leads into other things. So there's range add-on, stonework factory, and mob essence. Mob essence requires mob crusher and resourceful furnace. Now that one I don't know anything about. So I've worked with Industrial Foregoing a little bit. Cool, more hoppers. But there are a lot of machines, because if you don't know, Industrial Foregoing is kind of like the spiritual successor of Mine Factory Reloaded. And so there's a lot of similarities between them, but there's also some differences. So the big thing is, what is this resourceful furnace? What are you, and what exactly do you do? Acts like a normal furnace, but it can burn 3 items at a time and will produce a bit of... Ooh. Okay. That requires a lot more plastic, though. But that might be an easier way than making the mob farm. To get the essence we need to make the glacial precipitator, allow us to make... Oh, boy. One thing to lead to another, Alright, so there's 9. Can I... potentially just like... No, of course not. And I think if I put the water here, front, I don't know. It won't automatically take it. So I could set up servos and all that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just get all this in here. And eventually we'll run out of latex. So we have 8 more. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make a lot of water and a lot of latex to do what I want to do. But pigments are okay. Pigments are passive. But this resourceful furnace might allow us to kind of delay making the mob system, and that would be a good thing. So I'm going to let this run for a little bit, and let's see what else it wants us to do in this area of the quest book. So fertilizer, animal sewer composter, slaughter factory, which gets you pink slime. We'll do that much later. Stonework factory. Okay, let's take a look at the stonework factory. Because the stonework factory, I believe, is really cool. It requires pink slime, though. So we're not making that anytime soon. But it makes cobblestone. It can smelt items, 2x2 craft them, grind them, and 3x3 craft them. So the first slot has cobble, and then the first operation is smelt. Will give us stone, and then we can make stone bricks. Or whatever we want. So that's kind of cool. Range add-ons. Oh boy. We have to make every single range add-on. Now these, I believe, also require a little bit of plastic. So yeah, 2 plastic sheets on each of these. So this is going to be something we're going to do much later on. I don't think we need any range add-ons currently, but it will be nice eventually. This one doesn't have much of anything, so which is fine. Anyway, so with that being said, yeah, if we can make the resourceful furnace, that might be a better way. We can smelt items, and we'll get a little bit of essence each time something is smelted. And all in all, it's not that difficult of a recipe other than the plastic. So, block of iron, 4 gold, 2 more furnaces, block of iron, 1, 2, 3, 4 gold, 6 16 of this. And 16 of those. And then 4 plastic and a bucket. And we actually have an extra bucket sitting around, so we'll go ahead and use that. So we need 2 furnaces. Turn it into normal furnaces. And maybe by now we have some latex that we can then put down here to make more rubber. Alright, so there is 19. So we're going to need more water. And 1 more water will do it. Cool. So let's go ahead and make this thing. And we'll worry about making the mob crusher later. But we make tiny dry rubber, turn this into plastic, and then this will give us the opportunity to make mob essence, which will allow us to make, hopefully, the blizz powder. And for that, we're going to need to get a little bit of snow. We can get 8 snowballs pretty easily. We'll go ahead and throw gold on here, this here, and cool. So the only thing, the whole thing with this is we would have been able to get the blizz powder a little bit easier if I knew of a way to get experience out of our player. But the resource furnace will actually be better in the long run. Just because the question is, it requires power. Alright. So what we can do is make charcoal maybe? Acts like a normal furnace. Just put this here. And then we'll get some additional stuff. So we could make stone. We could smelt ores. But I think let's just make a bunch of charcoal. Let's make a stack of charcoal. And see... actually, let's just go up here and grab it straight from the source. And why not? This might make us a bucket's worth of stuff. We can't make charcoal, can we? We can in a redstone furnace, but not in a normal furnace. Okay, so that's the problem. This is anything we can smelt normally. So, like, we could smelt stone. We have plenty of... We could make stone. Why not? Is there something more useful we can smelt, though? That's kind of a question. I guess stone isn't terribly not useful. And it looks like we can get 3 stacks, so let's do that. Real quick, we'll put a bunch of this in here. And let's see. How good this works. Okay, so this is going to slowly, very slowly give us what we want. And then we need 2 of these to get the blizz powder. So let's take a look at so we need 2 Cryotheum Dust, so we need 2 blizz powder. So we're going to need to go get a piece of redstone. And then hopefully everything will work out just fine from there. And I know, I could have saved a lot of trouble by just making what is it? The servos and these guys, but I want to do it this way. Anyways, that's going to take some time, and we're running out of power. I guess that still has a little bit of power that it's outputting. I guess it would say right here. Yeah, it's currently outputting 30, I'm assuming. But, you know what? It's still outputting power, but this, I think, can use more power. So if we pause this, it should... No? Yeah, it got a little bit more power. Okay, that's fine. We need a snowball. We only need 2 of these. But we're going to need, for the blizz powder, what? 1 or 2... Oh, it's only 20 millibuckets. Okay, so that's not that bad. And it looks like it's 2 each. Yeah, it's 2 each, so we need 4 in here. And 20 millibuckets, we're going to have an entire bucket's worth. So we can potentially make a bunch of blizz powder. That's going to take some time, though, because of power constraints. So I'll tell you guys what. Let's go ahead and end the episode off here. Next time, what we're going to do, one, I want to see, do we have more magic? No, not yet. We need to get more magic. We need to do a lot more stuff. I'm going to let this get more latex. We're going to get more latex. And next time, what we're going to try to do is get the Signalum upgrade kits. I think we're going to go ahead and make all the upgrade kits. Up to that. So if I do that, does not work. Okay, whatever. We'll make the hardened and the reinforced for the quests. So we'll start doing a little bit more questing while we're kind of waiting for things to get better in terms of like you know, we have the Empower. We need 5 display stands. I have a couple of them that we just got from a quest, but like we're gonna want to get some of these quests done. Hardened upgrade kits. We'll do the reinforced one, and then we'll be able to do the Signalum. We can kind of look at these things if we want to get some of these dusts. Pyrotheum dust we might be able to do. We might actually be able to do most of those dusts. I'm not entirely sure, but that'll be something we kind of figure out as we go. But it's going to take a little bit of time just because we don't have much power generation, that is. So yeah, it'll get there. But we're almost halfway to a bucket. So that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got some good work done. There's still a lot more to do, but we're getting there. Hopefully here soon we can go to the overworld. That is kind of the goal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!